right, Billy boy, here we go. I've always wanted to say that. Is that okay on a? Is that okay on a Friday?
Oh, absolutely.
On a faithful Friday.
All right, we ready for the balloon drop?
Here it is in
3, 2, 1.
No balloon drop. Sorry, we were working real hard to get that done, but the party company, Oh wait, we don't have one here in Huntsville. Do we have a party company here in Huntsville?
We have a balloon person.
We do have a balloon person. We need that party in your yard company is what we needed this morning.
I know them people.
Welcome in, everybody, as we get rolling here. New episode on a very faithful Friday. We want to welcome everybody in. We've got a few friends hanging out with us here this morning at Cafe TEXAN. It's fun to be here. 600 episodes, so thank y'all for being with us for 600 wonderful episodes. Didn't even get a clap, Billy. Man.
Yeah, because they busy hanging out with
us.
us.
That's all right. Yeah. We did get a slight confetti drop from your daughter and your wife. It was a little tiny piece. And they did take a pen and they drew like a little color on it for you. Yeah. So I did see that. And, Billy, I just wanted to tell you, thank you, brother, for 600 episodes. There you go, as we open up this morning.
That doesn't count.
Well, man, it's a fun morning. We get to do these community spotlights every once in a while, and I wanted to start off and just give a big thank you to Tiffany Gobble and Vance Howard and all the staff. The chef here at Cafe TEXAN.
Oh, yeah. We're tight.
He's going to hook us up here in a little bit, and we want to invite you this morning. If you're out and about, why don't you come and hang out with us here this morning as you can come eat. They're going to have the food ready at 8 a.m. Now, you got to pay for it. I mean, we're not, we can't foot the bill on the food.
We don't have a budget for that.
No budget yet, but come on out here. We're going to be here till about 9 o'clock or so this morning. And
man, Leonard Skinnered me there.
We'd love to have you. What happened? You need some turn up, some? Yeah. Keep talking, Billy. Hey.
Are you turning it right now? Oh God, I'm on number 1 today.
There you go. Yeah, because I didn't have the confetti and all that stuff, I said I got to do something nice, and so
did I just pick up the wrong headset?
No, you got. See, they're different, but I moved you to channel number 1 because we wouldn't be able to do this without you, Billy.
Yeah. So the people in my generational age bracket, I'm sure they'll remember channel 1 from school, the news channel they would show you in the morning.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah.
At the school when they
at the school, yeah, they had old school televisions in selective rooms or whatever, but there was school TV, is that what you're talking about? It was like the school television, but it was supposed to be focused towards teenage age school children, but it was like world news.
Wait a minute, did Huntsville have this in their schools?
Yeah.
Georgetown didn't even have that.
Well, look at there, Huntsville wins again.
I know.
It was called Channel 1, and it was young news anchors that have later gone on to be on extremely national network type people.
Well, I've been waiting on something like this for 600 episodes for you to tell me that there was something that happened, because I always brag on my hometown, and finally, here we go.
Have you ever had a prison break in Georgetown?
Nope, never have.
Didn't think so either.
Never had one of those either. Well, hey, we do want to welcome everybody in. Again, come up here and hang out with us. They opened up early this morning at Cafe TEXAN, and if you want something to eat, the kitchen's already going. They're going to start serving food at 8 a.m. So come on over here, hang out with us. We'd love to have you as we celebrate 600 episodes of Good Morning Huntsville here today. As always, we want to welcome you in. Big shout-out to our friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs. Go by and see our great friend Elliot Herzlich. And also, of course, couldn't be here on this 600th episode. One finally landed on Billy. And we made a few things happen to make that happen, Billy.
Yeah, I was thanking Jason yesterday for having to skip on whatever day that was, and
he skipped. It was Jason Thompson on that Tuesday of last week when we skipped, but we had to. That was the day that we took old Mac to say goodbye to our pup. So that was a somber day, but it was a good day, and that allowed the door to open up for episode number 600. Which was great, man. So big thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and all that you guys do. Billy, I was going to say, man, I thought maybe that was in the way, but we got to let the folks know, man. This morning, a new coffee holder. I really like the coffee holder and the phone holder that you picked up from Temu.
Yeah. No, actually, I got this at SHMFH.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It costs more there. It's more high class.
It's got a nice, yeah, it's nice.
Very, very supportive. It's very supportive.
Well, Billy was lifting something, and something popped from what I heard, man.
Yeah, 2 pops, just back to back. Pow, pow.
But they don't think it was dislocated.
we went to the ER that day. We went to my regular doctor yesterday, and there's an MRI scheduled today. But the regular doctor, not the doctor himself, but the nurse, which, normally that's where you get your best answers from, unfortunately.
The PA, the PA or the nurse.
She believes that it popped out of socket and then popped back in just very rapidly, and it created a large fluid pocket, and that's where
That was the pop out and then the pop in. That's what happened. It was a double pop.
But let me tell you, it's something whenever you're used to working very hard with both arms and you're working. You just want to get the next, and I'm left-handed, just absolutely like it fell asleep. Just dangling there.
Are you a left-hander?
I'm a lefty.
Dude, I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm. My whole life.
See what 600 episodes brings out?
Lily's a lefty.
I love that, man. There you go.
Right-handed people just don't get it, man. They just don't get it.
My daughter started, she started picking up, when she colors, she picks up her right hand, and I started, you always hear, like, don't force your children to do things like that. And I started moving the pen to her left hand. And she's like, no, Daddy, I don't want it there.
Let that baby be right-handed, my God.
And I took a little, it's real soft Velcro for like if something happens. And I kind of Velcroed it there on her left hand a little bit. And then a little gaff tape, there on the left hand to kind of hold the pencil there. And I'm just kidding. Somebody's calling somebody on me right now.
Yeah, CPS phone's ringing. No, I kind of wish maybe, I would have been right-handed, but being left-handed it's a gift and a curse at the same time.
Are you the hook rider?
No.
See, I can't do that. The hook?
Yeah, I don't do that. I'm straight across, but like dry erase boards or something, or chalkboards in school. Will you come up and do yeah, sure, I can come up there, but you ain't going to see what I did. You can see what I'm doing, but you won't see what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you drag your hand through everything.
I never thought about that, too.
Yeah.
Well, mine always right here.
Yeah,
this whole
because you drag your hand
it's just
through
right
it.
there. But the teachers, they tell you if you're left-handed, they try to teach you to write. I ain't writing like this. I don't feel natural.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that about you. But, man, all these years. What a friend of mine.
600 episodes later.
What a friend of mine. I did call you right away when somebody – man, I'm going to tell you that the other day was just one of those – I'll just say it what it is. It was an attack of the enemy day, man. And, I mean, literally within 5 minutes, we had 3 phone calls. And one of them, as we know, a friend of Jason's is going through a rough time right now. And so that call came in, and Jason up at first, went up to the hospital to pray. Mm-hmm. And then your call about what you going to the ER came in. I mean, this all literally happened within 5 minutes. Your call came in. Someone had called and said, hey, Billy's up at the ER right now. Something happened to his shoulder. That was Deneen called me. She mm-hmm. called Jason first at the church. Then she called me about that also, but then about you. And then right in the middle, I mean literally right in the middle of all this, as soon as Deneen hung up the phone and told me what was going on with you, then all of a sudden we get another text message that a family friend of ours had. He had a seizure the other day while he was cooking in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
And we've known him. He helped Bridget and I with our wedding. He was at Bridget's sister's wedding here we just saw him maybe a month and had a seizure. And he, of course, started running these his lungs. They found, and then they said, well, we need to do a full scan. And they finding a tumor in his brain, and they said, well, the doctor was very open with it. Said, well, he says, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is probably what I think it is. I have to tell you that. There's a very minute chance that it's called a tumor, but that's very. So then we got the message 2 days ago that unfortunately it was cancer. That it is now. All this happened within literally, within 5 minutes. All right, we should be good, Billy. We've had just our Wi-Fi hotspot here cut up.
Autumn says we're breaking up.
Yeah, we should be back at it now.
Hey, look, I don't want to break up. We're just now starting.
Yeah, we had a good conversation there too, but yeah, so it does. It seems like everything always just comes in those those threes, like you said, or it seems like if we lose somebody. Every time someone is born, you lose somebody. My mom brought that up to me one time. And so, man, I'm going to be honest. When I had my first child, I was scared. I was like, I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to get in the car. I didn't want to do nothing because I was like, I don't want that next person to be me.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly.
And then, as it would be, it was my grandmother. I mean, my mom was right again, you know, and then we had Cauthen and then, ended up losing my father. Hey, who's that? I bet that's Kyle back there. See,
he's doing his best Good Morning America.
I was hoping that we'd at least have somebody back there with signs holding him up this morning.
Yeah, jumping around every time
didn't even get that this morning. But anyways, yeah, man. So other than that, what have you been up to? I know it's been a wild week for you guys.
Well, we the company's still working strong and pulling my slack, and everything's man, we're still ready to serve. I mean, I might not be able to lift you up, but I can sure meet with you. So
I was going to say, I might not be able to lift you up, but boy, I can help put you down.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with the down. It's the up.
I always said, a phrase I always said, if you're not lifting somebody up, you're putting them down. I said, well, kind of in the business of that.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, hey, do us a favor this morning. Many people are joining us online and also listening this morning through the Spirit Radio FM app. We want to welcome all of you on. We've got a great show lined up today. Our friend Jackie Holtzman going to be joining us here before too long. She's from Cauthen Homes. And many other guests. We got some guests here today, and I also want to give a special shout out to Jacqueline, who's hanging out with us today, and also your daughter. Did she leave? Did your daughter have to leave?
Yeah, she's got to go to school.
Oh, what?
Yeah, what's an education in Huntsville?
Hey,
right?
So let me ask you about this. I want your take on this as a father. This is a Friday hot take. All right, there are some districts that have switched to this 4-day-a-week schooling. Okay. Have you heard about this? New Waverly does it 4 days a week. And I started thinking as a parent, the teachers love it, and that's great for it's great for them. But for the parents, we don't get a 4-day, especially in here. Like, what is that? I've never even heard of a 6-day work week. But how do you do that as a parent if you've got a full-time job? Because where are your children going to go?
Yeah, and we've talked about this a lot just in my household. It's probably okay if you have like teenage, like junior high and up children, because they can stay at home by themselves on Friday or Monday, whatever day it is they decide to not have school that day. It's the youngers, the littles, like what you have. I mean, kindergartners through, 5th or 6th grade that need someone to monitor their actions unless they're asleep, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So pretty much 23 and a half hours a day, they got to be monitored. So, yeah, I got mixed emotions on it. I'd love a 4-day work week.
That's what I was saying. You don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I know what an 8-day work week is, so.
I just don't know how it works, and I'm not bashing the
idea.
I'm
not knocking it either. I mean, that might be the greatest thing for them, and I could see how that might possibly save some districts money because they're not running bus service and lunch and breakfast service and electricity and all that on that 5th day.
But the weird part about it is, especially those in athletics.
But aren't they required to go so many days into the year?
Mm-hmm. I think it's the first couple of weeks that they have to still do the 5-day. They always do that. So I was confused this year at New Waverly. I broadcast for them, and so those first couple of weeks, they are there and they work until they do their regular 5-day a week, and then they switch to that 4-day a week. Because just a couple of weeks ago, I was there talking to Coach Schaub, and I always check in at the office up front. Gone are the days when you can just go walk in and go say hi, and I get it for security. So I always go, and I used to just drive directly to the back where the field house was, and then just for protocol and procedure, they said, hey, do you mind? And I don't mind because I get to chat with the ladies in there and talk to them.
No, not you.
Yeah, I don't ever talk. And I walked in, and they were all, yes, this is our last week of having to work 5 days. I said, y'all already went to that 4 days? She goes, yeah, we've been doing that for 2 years. I said, I never even knew that y'all were doing that already. I thought it was this year that they started that. And I asked that question. They said, no, it works out great. But I'm starting to think it works out great. Just like you said, if you've got teenagers or something at home, but I mean, if you've got young children, boy, you're having to pay for child care and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I bet there's probably a bunch of little old ladies there in the New Waverly area that are real busy on Fridays, taking care of littles.
I got a text message last night. I need to message my pastor, but he's asking how much I pay for babysitting. I'm going to tell you what, that's gone up an arm and a leg.
Yeah, what is the going rate for a babysitter?
I don't want to – people think I'm a cheapskate, but, I mean, we typically pay like $20 an hour for both children, so it's $10 a child. But I've heard that is a fair rate, but it's not the going rate. Someone told me, they said, oh, well, it's actually about $20 per child. I was like, well, I'm going to quit my job and just start babysitting. But apparently the going rate right now is $20 per child if you're babysitting. Now, the young lady that helps us.
Y'all come on down to Wild Willie's Daycare for all your kid-sitting needs. We're at 1700 Normal Park Drive, downtown Huntsville.
Hey, I did forget to say this morning that we are live from Studio 1120A here on Sam Houston Avenue, by the way. But
Samuel Walker Houston Avenue.
Samuel Walker Houston Funeral Home Elementary Avenue, yeah. But no, I was thinking about that. Pastor Bay had emailed or texted me last night.
Could you imagine what it would cost him?
Oh my! That's why when he sent me that, I was like, "Brother, get ready to go." If you're going $20 an hour, you're $200 an hour. If they were all still, of age.
Yeah. No, he's got good kids though.
But it's see, and that's a benefit whenever you've got that many children though, because now you got the older ones that can take care of the younger ones.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'll just tell you from experience, sometimes it's not always the oldest one that's in charge. It's normally that middle child.
The middle one.
The middle one.
Well, I was the youngest, and I definitely wasn't in charge. I think my brother may have been. No, I take that back. I felt like I had a little clout in the fam growing up, but it was really weird. My sister called me a while ago. You could agree, probably the sweetest sister. She called me, said, "Hey, I love you. I'm praying for you." When we were growing up, we didn't have that kind of relationship.
Oh, me and Crystal didn't either. We couldn't stand one another.
But it's weird how as you grow up, that relationship changes. And my sister and I are extremely close now, but we were almost 8 years apart. And so there was this huge disconnect. Now I think about my uncle.
Me and Crystal are 8 years apart.
See, there's something there about that. I think about my uncle who's 91, and my aunt's the youngest in that family, and boy, she's going to get mad at me, so I better not say. But I think she's either in her late 60s, maybe early 70s. So you think about that age gap. Let's just say 70 to 91. That's 21 years. At that point, do you even feel like your siblings? You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Daddy.
Yeah.
Uncle Brother.
Hey, sister, aunt.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, it doesn't feel like I wouldn't know what that would be like. And, I have a couple of friends who had children, they had them very young, and then fast forward almost 20 years. And I guess I could ask them because I've never thought about asking them that.
Yeah, there's 8 years between me and Crystal, and 5 years was between me and Troy, excuse me. So, yeah.
So there's that gap.
There's a gap. There's a gap. Yeah.
Were you're the middle or the young?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby. Now, were you the boss though, or was the middle the boss?
It depends on who you ask. No, Troy was not the boss by any means. It was Crystal, but when you talk to Crystal, she'll tell you that I was a holy nightmare. As a matter of fact, she enjoys telling people that I was a holy nightmare as a child. But I think she's just over exaggerating. So.
We'll have to chat with her sometime.
Oh, you should.
We'll have her on the show. Let's get her on the show, man.
Yeah, do it like on a Wednesday or something.
This is the day that you're not there. Well, hey, do us a favor. Many of you are joining us. Autumn said this. I like this. She said, when I was 15 years old when my sister was born, the only middle child was the dog. Okay. So that'll work.
Hey, our dog's celebrating his first birthday today, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
So does that make him 1 or 7?
At 1. I don't go by the dog years stuff, But with our golden, it finally played out to where that 7 was accurate. Because, man, we've been so blessed. I've had several dogs, and all of them have lived at least 15 years. And so for us to lose that one at 10 was just, it didn't seem right. And I feel like, I don't say this in a negative way at all, but my story, I got that dog for Bridget. I mean, it became our dog, but it was her dog. You know what I'm saying? And it was after we had been dating for a little while, and I knew that she was going to be the one. And so she was wanting, and I wanted to get her that as like a symbol of our love. And we love each other wholeheartedly. But I'm going to tell you, man, when we had to put him down, it felt like a part of our relationship like pulled away. And I don't want to say that like in a negative way, but that was that little component of our relationship for so many years. And so, you know, we've been able to fill that. We're trying to fill that with something else now. Does that make sense? I don't want to sound like mean about that because we love each other wholeheartedly, but it was like a big part of our relationship early on was that pup. You know, it was like a little puzzle piece in there.
Yeah, me and Jacqueline got a dog when we were dating, right there from the Taco Bell parking lot.
Did you tell it yo quiero whenever you saw it?
That was the best damn dog we ever had.
What kind of dog? It was
a chocolate lab.
Oh my goodness, man! I was hoping you'd say it was a Chihuahua. That would be so fitting, man.
Yeah, we stole the spokesperson for Taco Bell. Old Bo, he was a true friend.
Oh, I was just thinking if it would have been though, just leave a Chihuahua there and then pick it up and name it Yo Quiero. All right. Well, hey, Tara Burnett joining us too this morning. Good morning to you, Tara, saying happy 600. It's a fun morning. Some folks are coming in. Jason Brandolini's here from the Chamber. The Brisketeer from Huntsville here. Kyle Kreiner made his way. And
we going to report on Friday?
Well, oh, yeah. You want to go ahead and do that real quick?
Why not?
Yeah, we'll just keep this thing rolling. I was going to take a break, but the official Billy Cauthen Lunch Bunch report right here, right now.
We went to Mr. Pete's Barbecue. It's kind of on 19 and Old Colony Road, and let's talk about the restaurant first. It's food trailer, very very nice food trailer. Mm-hmm. The seating left something to be desired. Luckily, Kyle's dad was there, so there was a trailer for us to lean on.
There was seating, though, behind the actual food trailer. Don't forget about that.
There was seating behind it?
There was seating behind it. It was just folded up.
Oh, it was folded up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they weren't accepting seating at that time. I would highly suggest calling ahead. But when you get your plate, you can feed 2 people off of one plate.
Amen, man.
And it was good. Very good.
I'll say this. The gentleman, his name started with a J. It wasn't Jeremiah, I don't think. But I seem to remember his name started with a J. Very nice young man.
Oh, yeah, they were sweet, yeah.
He was very honest when we got there. He said, just giving you a heads up, it's going to take a little while. So that right there, we already knew. And I appreciated that. Because sometimes you'll go to a place, we'll have it right out. And then
yeah, when you order barbecue and you get your plate 30 seconds later, that's an indication that it's already ready.
Oh, yeah. So he told me straight out, he goes, it's going to be a little bit of a way. I said, no problem. And it was like 20 minutes or so, maybe 25 minutes. It passed pretty fast because, like you said, Kyle's parents were there. They were there, and we were chatting with them. And then y'all rolled up and ordered, and we were just all kind of talking. But you're right. When they brought that food out, man – Mr. Pete's Barbecue, that is a new go-to here in town.
Yeah, we had to get ours to go. But when we got back to the office and had the opportunity to eat it, God almighty, there was so much in there. Like I had thought they had put mine and Jason's in the same box or something. It was overrun with salt. I had sausage, ribs, and brisket, and was not disappointed at all.
Did I didn't have the ribs. Did it like come off the bone? Was it one of those that just falls off the bone, those type of ribs?
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. Like, it fell off the bone, but it like, when you were handling it, it stayed on the bone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
But as soon as you put it in your mouth, it like.
That's when it did all the rest of it. Well, that's good, man. Well, it was good. Go check them out. It's Mr. Pete's Barbecue. We appreciate them, man. They were very nice folks, and I'll definitely be going back. Somebody had commented, you know, we got to stop that negativity, man, because somebody commented online. You know what? There's a ton of positive comments, and then there's always that one, you know, that sneaks in there. You know what I'm talking about? There's always the one. And he snuck in there. And he goes, oh, it's overpriced. I said, dude, compared to other places, it's priced pretty well. And you mentioned a good thing. The portions that you mentioned, dude, if you got a 2-meat plate and you paid $22, that's what it was for a 2-meat plate with the sides and all that. But it was really a 2-meat, 2-person plate.
Well, and you had a pork chops. Come on over.
Uh-oh, Kyle's joining us here. Here, Kyle, come here. Hold on. We got to get the Miss Jacqueline may help us here.
Oh no, I think she's leaving.
Oh, she's leaving.
She's checking out.
She's leaving us.
Oh, she's got a real job.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. We'll see you.
Bye.
Here, y'all talk about this real quick. I'm going to adjust the camera. Kyle, come on in.
Hey, give me some coffee while you're up.
Come on. Yeah. What else do you need? Kyle, come on in, man. What do you got? Here, I'll move the camera.
Hey, we're in.
Oh,
we're
there
in.
you go.
We're
All
in
right,
tight.
all right. I don't have to get up. Oh, God.
My bad.
That was Kyle.
Hey, what happened? You fall out of a tree raking leaves?
No, I just hit his elbow. Yeah. So what?
I'll tell you the story off air, but I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was trying to do something right, but I was doing something that didn't need to be done. Follow what I'm saying?
Sounds about right.
Sounds like a country song. Scoot in a little bit more, Billy. I won't bump you. There we go. So yeah. So y'all continue the conversation.
Okay.
There we were. It was very cold.
Okay, first off, the seating was very, very comfortable, depending on what you brought. But, yeah.
We had his tailgate.
Fried pork chop sandwich.
Okay.
I don't buy a lot of barbecue brisket from anybody because I'm often disappointed.
Because you are the brisketeer, by the way.
Well, I'm used to a certain caliber. So I don't want to be disappointed. So the first thing I'm going to buy from a barbecue place is not going to be their brisket.
Good caliper, yeah.
So, the fried pork chop sandwich had to be like a half-pound pork chop. All right.
It was like those commercials where you see the little bun in the giant patty or whatever.
Oh yeah. That thing was forever massive.
I mean, it had a big bun on it. It was good.
If I'm not mistaken, that sandwich alone is $10 or maybe $10 or even $12. So you're gonna talk to me about price, and I think for $15, $16, it came with like a side of fries or whatever, and all that. Or I think it was actually your choice of sides. I chose the fries. There was probably another pound of fries.
Yeah.
That came with it. Look, if you go to any place these days with less than $15, you're doing good. Less than $15 for lunch.
Yeah, you can't even get through McDonald's for that.
I mean, I can, but not by much.
Yeah. Well, it's good.
So yeah, I mean, like, and $10 for that kind of caliber of a sandwich, man, that was good.
I issue a challenge to the individual who wanted to comment about the pricing. Yeah, that's my phone. It normally rings when people need me.
I was the one who was calling me.
Was they calling?
No.
No, they arrived at school. I challenge you to go and buy the amount of beef alone that we paid for a 3-meat plate and see how much it costs.
Yeah.
Oh, most of these barbecue joints, like I do pay attention. I do pay attention to the market and all, and $20-something a pound is about to go on price. It could be anywhere from $15 to $25 per pound, depending on where you go. And most places are at the happy medium, like right at $19.99 a pound or whatever,
Yeah.
So and I looked at the picture on your plate. It looked like you probably had 2.5 pounds of meat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was enough to feed 2 people. At least.
And my doctor will say that like a quarter pound is about 1 serving of meat. Well, bless your heart, Doc. I like to eat, but yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the number of plates that we took back to our office, every person there was not able to complete or finish, however you want to look at it, that plate. So every one of us got 2 meals out of that.
Yeah.
Now, I tore the bottom end out of that potato salad, and that's normally rare for me, so that ought to tell you something.
Well, yeah, it was good. Well, Kyle, thanks for the update, the Brisketeer update. Hang out until we take a break here real quick. We are going to take a break here in just a few moments. We want to welcome you in. Let us know you're out there this morning. And do us a favor. We're live here from the Cafe Texan. A lot of folks just coming in to eat, but we have a few of our faithful audience here this morning as well. We're going to step aside. We will have our friend Jackie Holtzman from Cauthen Homes coming up when we come back. But send in those comments. Let them know you're out there. And send well wishes to Billy here after I bumped his elbow a few seconds ago.
I'm out there.
I'm always, and Kyle, send him a well wish. I'm always that guy that always bumps somebody that's injured. You ever feel like you're that guy? Do you ever do that or no? Never.
It happens.
I'm the one that goes up to someone at church and pats them on the back and says, "Oh, you know."
I don't care if this thing felt like I'd been shot with an arrow. I just wanted to go back to where I can use it. I can live with the pain if I could just use the dang thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're my rap for today.
You got that guy on your phone now, so it's inspiring you, man.
Doing the dad dance.
All right, we're going to take a break. Stay with us. Kyle, thanks for hanging out, man. Great segment. And, again, that's Mr. Pete's Barbecue off of in between it's at Old Colony at 19. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yeah, I would take 19 and then turn on Old Colony like you're going back over to 190 that way. And he's got a big area right there. And he's got ample parking and all that and multiple ways in and out. It's just homeboy needs a picnic table or two or something.
And it's just that people coming in to get the food decide to park at the entrance and the exits.
Because, hey, look, when something's good, it's hard to get to, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, that is.
Hey, man, we was the first ones there at that place before they opened up, you know. And I think we underestimated how
the popularity,
how coveted his food was.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, I saw, like, people from all over town. If you were watching the uniforms, all over town spending their lunch hour with that man.
Yeah, they must be giving a City of Huntsville employee discount or something over there.
Well, we're going to take a break. Stay with us. More to come. Share the broadcast. Let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you this morning. It is your show here on a Faithful Friday, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. This is Good Morning Huntsville, celebrating 600 episodes of promoting the good. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's your show here, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
The spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm.
Come back at it, friends, as we continue on this morning live from the Cafe Texan, episode number 600. Billy was always complaining, saying, I never get a good number. Well, he got a good one today, 600 episodes. Hey, we put out a call yesterday to our friends at the city. I was joking with Mayor Humphrey. The sensor over at the airport still is not fixed because I'm looking outside. It's clear, but the sprinkler system is on the sensor over there at the airport because it says light rain. There is no rain, but it is a nice, cool 66 degrees this morning. We're going to get up just to the upper 80s. A beautiful, beautiful fall day here. A little warm for fall, but we're not complaining. 88 today and sunny. Tonight it'll be 63 and clear. Same for the weekend. We are set for a wonderful weekend here in Huntsville. So that's just a quick look at your weather. And by the way, if you see anything on the weather systems that say there's rain, just ignore that. We've been joking, but this has been going on for 2 weeks now. It has been raining every single day out at the airport because the sensor, someone has put water on that sensor, and that's why it shows rain. We do want to welcome you back in as we continue on, and check this out. Here she is, Miss Jackie Holtzum. Good to see you this morning, Jackie.
Good to see you.
We've been wanting to have you on for a while now, and I know you've had a lot going on, and you were from Cauthen Homes. I've had a chance over these last, 6 months now to get to know you and talk to you a little bit.
Absolutely.
Well, it's good to have you this morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. Before we dig in, just how have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been very well. Thank you for asking. You're looking great yourself.
I've lost 10 pounds since you've seen me.
Have you
yes, ma'am.
really?
And I wore black.
I just thought it was the black.
Well, I wore black to make it look even better, so thank you.
Well, baby, you're looking good.
Well, thank you.
Oh, well, we've been super busy down in Cauthen Homes at the Reserve in Huntsville. We have completed several homes, and we just had our first families starting to move in now. So we have about 4 or 5 families out there, and we would love to have more come and join us. And I've got some quick move-in homes, too.
Yeah, we want people to come and buy a home today over there.
Absolutely.
At the Reserves at Huntsville. If you don't mind, hold that just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Well, I got to meet you. Has it been like 6 months now? Does that sound right?
No,
or am I
that's not right.
It
seems like yesterday.
I know, but it's been a long time now.
Well, time goes by so quick when you're having fun and selling homes and building community. A lot goes on in Huntsville, and we get busy.
Yeah, well, y'all are over, one of the builders out at the Reserves at Huntsville. Beautiful, beautiful neighborhood over there, right off 30. You'll see it as you come into town. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed, and we had a chance to sit down and do an interview a couple of months ago. It's already been 2 or 3 months since that interview,
That's
which
right,
doesn't
with,
seem like
our
it.
sales manager, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And, as I came out there, the first thing that I noticed, I first met you whenever we had the chamber grand opening. And the first thing that I saw when we walked in and saw that home, I was like, my goodness, this looks like a custom home. Y'all's homes are so beautiful, and a lot of times when you see these neighborhoods pop up, and this is something I always want to mention because to me it wowed me. A lot of times when you see a builder, and a well-known, recognized builder, I'm not knocking them, but you think, okay, well, it's going to be your typical cookie cutter, and you got this and this and this. I walked into that model home, and my jaw dropped. And you're like, no, this is how we build them. It's not just because it's the model. Maybe expand on that because it wowed me walking into that home for the first time.
Well, thank you so much for those accolades. We really appreciate it, and we try hard. It's been a progress. So Cauthen Homes feel that every buyer deserves a quality, built, beautiful, affordable home, and we do that across the nation with our different designs and price points. But one thing that they all have in common is our exclusive looks, which really curates the home with beautiful interiors right down to matching hinges and door pulls. And that's what you experience. So when you come into the Cauthen model at the Reserve in Huntsville, our goldenrod is representative of what we deliver. There's not $100,000 in upgrades, and you're going to be disappointed when you go to the design center. That's not how we are offering our homes. So when you come in, you can leave there knowing exactly what you're buying and how much you're going to pay for it. Yeah. So you really don't even need me anymore. You can do it online as well.
It's kind of like when you go to, you go test drive a car, and then they're still trying to figure out your budget and all that, and they put you in the nice car, right? The one with the leather seats and the seat warmer and the air. And then you get in there and you start going over things, and they're like, oh, well, no, that was that model. Sorry, this is the model that you're going to get. That's not true with you guys. When you go in and see the home, I mean, there's a good chance that's the home you're going to get. So your expectations are already through the roof, and you guys are going to solidify that.
What you see is what you get, and it's going to be beautiful quality, curated designs. We take all the guesswork out of it, and it's all at affordable prices. And one of the things that we are doing with our designs as well is the extra living spaces for multi-generational families too, which is very, very popular. And people are gravitating to that with more people working at home. They use that space for a number of different things. So either a fabulous guest room or a mother-in-law suite or an at-home office.
What's it been like for you, coming here to Huntsville, and you're getting ingrained in the community, getting to know people? What has really maybe stood out to you about this community that from a perspective of if someone wanted to move here, from you coming here and seeing what you're seeing, what would you think about Huntsville, and what would you say to that person that wants to move here?
Well, I never came up to Huntsville because there was no need for it. I didn't know anybody here, and so I sold homes for Cauthen Homes down in Clear Lake 20 years ago. And so when I moved to this part of the world, I ended up coming to this community about 6 months ago to start the process of building a beautiful new community here. And I have found the people in Huntsville to be so welcoming. The real estate community, the business community, the chamber, everybody has been so welcoming. People came over to my trailer to introduce themselves to me.
Yeah.
And I loved you the minute I met you. You're such a
Thank
lovely
you.
Man, and you do great community work. Thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you. You guys had reached out to me and said, what can we do to help promote? And we're all about promoting the good, and I only align with organizations that have that same mission of let's do good, and you guys are all about doing good. And so when the opportunity came, and I'll say this honestly, I've had other opportunities to promote things, but when I got on and started doing some research, I had to politely say, hey, I appreciate you reaching out, but there's a few things here that I don't feel like we're going to be able to promote. And we do that based on reviews and those kind of things. But y'all, I mean, every check across the board, from commitment to quality to taking care of people, we try to promote things that are ethical, that really lift up the community. And you would think about as a home builder, well, that's just a home builder. No, it's not. It's so much more. And when I first met y'all, I saw that right away from you, Jackie, and your sales staff. And being there at the chamber and coming to that ribbon cutting was just awesome.
That was fun.
Y'all had the butterfly release too. Tell us
was
about
fun.
That's a big part of the company, right?
Well, actually, the developer put in a dog park, a walking area, and planted some pollinator plantings over there, so it's attracting the butterflies, so they named it the Butterfly Garden. So we decided for our grand opening that we were going to have a butterfly, because we not only want to populate this beautiful new community with our beautiful homes and a great place for families to live, but add to nature as well.
Yeah.
So we did that, and I'm proud to say that I think some of them are still hanging around.
No, I've never been to a grand opening where we had that opportunity to do that. It was incredible. Y'all have really started to connect with some local realtors as well. Maybe highlight that. I know y'all just had an event here not too long ago and brought some realtors in. Maybe talk about that connection a little bit.
Well, our most recent, we do realtor outreach all the time, and I feel that they're old friends. They're really supportive of our homes over at the Reserve in Huntsville, and in community service as well. So our last event was for Realtor Safety Month. National Association of Realtors has a Realtor Safety Week. So we teamed up with the Huntsville Police Department, and Corporal Trent Saunders and his group came over to talk about personal safety and awareness, and they even gave us a tour of a SWAT truck.
Oh, cool,
and gave us some tips and tricks that we all know, but we forget. And it was a great turnout, and it was a community service. The police department were fantastic, and they're always welcome at our models as well for a pit stop.
Yeah. Well, one thing I wanted to highlight, I used to say, I can't say this phrase anymore. I used to say, well, as a young person, someone the other day said, well, Rob, you're not getting any younger. And it finally hit me. I was like, oh, great, man.
You're prime time now.
Here we go. Well, I think like 33 is prime time. I look at it from from a spiritual connotation, like Christ was 33. That's what they say when he, whenever he passed.
So are you saying I'm elderly?
No, me too. No, not you, but me. I'm sitting there thinking like my prime is like eclipsed, and now I'm on that fun but you know what, you can have fun on the downhill slope. I'm always, when you slide down the slide, you're having fun, right?
Alpine skiing, yeah.
Climbing
Let's
up.
Let's go fast.
Climbing up is not the fun part. That's too much energy. It's the sliding down. So see, I'm trying to spin it
Life
positive.
is good. Life is good.
But I started thinking about, just as young families and young people, when I was young, I had an opportunity at 20 to buy a home. It was the best decision. And this is where I'm going with this. You're like, Rob, where are you spinning this? When I was 20, I had an opportunity to buy a home. And because it was comparable to what I was paying in rent. And I know things have changed a little bit. It may be just a little bit more in some cases for a mortgage now. But it's such an investment. I have Terry Coleman. She's our real estate expert here on Hello Huntsville. And Terry and I talk a lot about investment. And I see a home, and this is just my opinion and my advice. I've got to be very careful. I don't want to I'm not a financial guy. But my opinion, to me, boy, it's the best investment I ever made was purchasing a home. Because typically, historically, home values go up. Now, could there be some? Yeah, there could be something where we saw that in Detroit years ago and the crash in 2008. But historically, just like the stock market, I think it's like an 11% return annually over time if you look at it that way. I think of buying a home as a bank account. It's a savings account. That's the way that I approach it. To me, it's going to be one of the best investments you ever make. And so maybe there's a young family that's watching this morning saying, we've heard so many good things about Huntsville. We want to move to that community, but we're just concerned about getting into a mortgage because you sometimes hear negative, like, well, I got locked into this mortgage. No, you're not. You're investing. Think of it like putting money into a savings account each month because there's a good chance that one day when you're ready to move, you're going to get a little return on that. Maybe expand just a little bit your thoughts on that, about about buying a home and how important that is for a first-time home buyer and for families.
It is important to put down roots and commit to raise a family in a stable environment. You also control your costs, even though you will take a mortgage out on it. Rates go up, rates go down. You're not marrying a rate. You're marrying the home and the community, and you can always refinance. And right now, believe it or not, is the best time to buy a new home from Cauthen because I have the inventory. The prices are really beautiful right where they are. And then I have rate buy downs. So you're not getting the 6.5% interest rate. I can buy it down for them. The company has committed to building and closing homes. And so now would be a great time to check out a new home, even though you listen to the news and you wonder, I think I'll wait. It's not a great time to wait. I think they really should go and invest in the homes because once the interest rates start dropping, it will be a quarter. It's going to be a while. The prices are going to change. So either it's like, what do you do? So come over, talk to me, let me run numbers, and see if it makes sense for you to make a move right now.
Yeah, and I want to encourage people too. Maybe you're already living in a home here in Huntsville, but maybe you've been in that home for 20 or 30 years, maybe even longer. Maybe you're downsizing. Maybe the kids have moved on and you're an empty nester now, right? Maybe you're looking for a new home. For us, I moved 5 times. I'm not proud of this, but I had to move 5 times in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Because
That's
of just all of a sudden crazy career things. And so we literally moved 5 times in 3 years. It was the craziest time of my life. Maybe that's why I feel like I'm on that downhill slope. I'm still trying to recover from that. And it wasn't anything bad. It's just we were in Georgetown, had an opportunity to come here. And so my wife stayed there. I moved here to an apartment. Then I finally brought her, so that was the second move when she came. Then we sold the home back in Georgetown, found a house here that we rented that home, so that was another move. Then I had an opportunity to move out to Elkins Lake. This was way before y'all. Trust me, if y'all were here then, probably would be living out there because of the just beautiful homes. But then we ended up moving there, and then got an opportunity to go to Fargo, so we moved all the way to North Dakota, and then we moved back. And all this happened within literally, I feel like within 3 years. And I started thinking about, it's good to, for me, and the reason I brought all that moving up is every time we moved, we got rid of stuff. And I probably got rid of like 75% of things that I didn't even need anymore.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
I just unloaded. I had 2 storage units full of stuff, just stuff. And sometimes you don't need stuff. You need to get rid of stuff. And that's why I'm encouraging people this morning. Maybe you're ready to make that change. Maybe you just need to get rid of some stuff. Sometimes a move will help that process. And then it's like a fresh start. You get a new home. It feels good. When you walk in, it feels great. Those are all really important things.
It's almost freeing. It's almost freeing.
Yeah.
Well, funny that you mentioned downsizing because these homes are low maintenance. They have all of the new energy features, radiant barrier, the vinyl double pane windows, etc. And so some of the older homes that people may have raised their families in don't have the new tech in it. So when you come over to Cauthen, you're going to have all of the newest innovations in construction to enjoy. You're going to have the smaller footprint or not. It just depends on where you're coming from. You're going to have a low maintenance home, and so I almost describe it as a lock and leave for someone like myself. I don't need a big 5-bedroom home anymore, so I have 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms over at the Reserve, and I have a small property, a beautiful garden, some trees, but not the acres that people have around here in Huntsville. And I can take off and go on a cruise out of Galveston and not worry about, the land or the animals and the things that they had before. So these are a great first-time home buyer home. They're also great for single professionals. They're fabulous for people that are downsizing out of the big houses. So it's a great opportunity. And I do have inventory so they can see everything that we build in this community. I have the full lineup.
Well, again, Jackie Holtzman joining us this morning from Cauthen Homes. So great to have her here and talking about the homes that they have at the Reserves of Huntsville, right off Highway 30 as you come into town. Beautiful neighborhood.
Thank you.
And, right down the street, there's another development. There's some apartments that are going up. And, I saw those too, and I bring this in because sometimes folks are like, well, I don't know about a neighborhood, next. That community there being built is beautiful as well. And so this is a really, what I'm seeing in that part of town is just a beautiful, I wouldn't say rejuvenation because it's all new development, but it's just so beautiful over there on that part of town now.
It's the growth corridor, and it's close to 45 without being right on it, and the grocery stores are there, the shopping is there, so it's a great convenient location, easy on, easy off. And then you can also hop on 45 right quick and go hiking in the National Forest. If you work over at the university, or if you're a student over at the university, you can roll out of bed. It's just 10 minutes down the road. So there's a lot of pluses to that area, and it is really shaping up and looking beautiful over there, as you say. Yeah,
I like how you said if you're a student, just roll out of. I miss those days.
Roll out of bed.
I just miss rolling out of bed. Those were the days, right, where you could just get up and go. Now it's like an hour and a half process for me to get up and go. In the morning.
And the hospital's right there as well, and we're going to have growth in that sector as well. So if you're working over at the hospital, you can roll out of bed and go to work. It's a great location.
Well, finally, Jackie, someone may be watching this morning and say, hey, I want to connect. I want to go tour the home. And I want to encourage people, like I said earlier, even if you currently have a place here in Huntsville, go and tour these homes because it may intrigue you to say, you know what, we need to make a change. But for those especially looking for homes, how can they connect with you? What do they do? How do they schedule the tour? When are you there? All those kind of fun things.
Well, we are there daily. So we're there from 10 until 6. And, of course, by appointment. Some of our homes are going to be on U-Tour, which means you'll see a QR code out in front of the home with an open house sign and a flutter flag. So if you want to go into the home at 8 and 9 o'clock at night when it's convenient for you, have at it. And there's information in there to contact the sales associates, on whoever's on duty. My name is Jackie Holtzman. You can call me directly. We have a great website. You can go on to khavnanian.com and find all of our locations and our contact information. Even our inventory, our price lineup, everything is online.
Awesome. We'll share that on our Hello Huntsville Facebook pages and social media pages as well, so you can find out more information. Stay in touch. Go by, check out the development. You won't be disappointed. And let's continue to support folks who are giving back and providing great resources to Huntsville companies just like Cauthen Homes, who are here building again at the reserves at Huntsville. What's lined up the rest of the day?
Rob.
Yeah, what's lined up the rest of the day for you?
I'm going to go sell some homes.
Awesome.
And I'll be looking for y'all.
Yeah,
Thanks.
perfect. All right, well, there she is. Again, come on out. We're hanging out. Have you been over here to the TEXAN before?
No, I'm going to have some breakfast here in a minute.
Oh, there you go.
Try it out.
Yeah,
so thanks for the introduction.
You bet. It's a great place to be. So come hang out with us. Come say hi to Jackie. She'll be here for a little bit longer. But come on up here. We'll be here for the next 30 minutes or so as we continue on our 600th episode. Don't seem like
Congratulations.
it. Yeah, I don't understand how we've done this 600 times, but we have. So but we'll step aside. We'll take a break as we continue on this morning. Billy will rejoin us here in a few moments. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville, and we are live from the Cafe TEXAN. We'll see you here in just a few moments. We'll be back after this.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
All right, friends, back at it as we continue on live this morning from the Cafe TEXAN, celebrating 600 episodes today. Just had Jackie Holtzman from Cauthen Homes with us, and I was encouraging people, if you need to clean out some clutter, the best way to do that's move. My friend Jason Thompson and his family, man, they helped us move 5 times. They came all the way to Georgetown, brought their whole trailer and helped us move, and we appreciate
it. You still got clutter, don't you?
It's still got clutter, yeah. Look at this. Billy's got what are you grubbing on, man? What did they hook you up with this morning?
Probably the best ham and cheese omelet I've ever had.
What's the gentleman, the chef here? You know him.
Ambrose.
Chef Ambrose. How do you know him? He was asking about your boy, man.
The Josie Scout Award, he was the caterer for that last year. And of course, you don't know who won until they announce it, and it was James. And every time I've seen Ambrose since then, he remembers everything about my son, asks how he's doing. It's amazing for a guy that I just met last year, almost not even a year. I mean, we're coming up on a year. But I met him last year, how much love and understanding he has for my family.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. He's just an honest-to-God, good Christian man.
Oh, that's good. He's here. He's the chef over here.
And he makes a hell of an omelet.
Oh, yeah. I know. You're down in that bad boy. That's Chef Ambrose, you
said?
Well,
there was bacon on there, but I'm not going to tell anybody because it is gone.
Yeah. He's wearing his little Missouri Pacific Railroad hat. It's gone.
I recorded that the other day when it came out. You don't understand. It's gone.
Oh, man. If you don't know what we're talking about, all you got to do is just tune into the show a little more often, and we'll let you know about it.
Just don't worry about it because you ain't going to figure us out.
Do that. There's a video that was circulating on the internet, and it was a
Look
church.
Look at this guy right here. He's got to be some type of coach.
Do you know who that is?
He looks like a coach.
Coach Justice is here from Sam Houston Women's Basketball.
He looks like a college level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Not like a head person, but like some type of coordinator.
Billy would know better than anyone because you were down there around those guys all. Do you miss that? You're not part of the blow up. What was it called? The blow up crew?
The tunnel crew.
I've heard people call that the blow up crew.
The blow up crew, the inflatable. I called it the inflatable crew one time, and they looked at me like I had just talked about somebody's mom. I'm like, what? Isn't that? It's a big inflatable.
Well, if you want to blow up crew, just go hang out at Taco Bell, and anyone that comes out of there is going to be the blow up crew.
Yo, keto blow up crew.
You ever miss that though, man? I know you did that for how many years? It was quite a while you were doing that.
4 or 5 years. Yeah, I miss being down on the field. I don't miss wrestling with that big old monstrosity. Apparently, they got a new one. I haven't seen it. They got a new one. I've already heard some complaints on it, but you know what? You know the great thing about that, the complaints I've heard?
That they ain't directed at you.
It ain't none of my problem, son.
Yeah.
That easy.
Hey, there was something that Joshua Mashi, he's over at our church at First. He helps me out with a lot of stuff. A video had popped up. Oh, man.
Hang on, I'm finna help me too.
Watch out. Man, thank you, Chef. Check this out. Good night. Hey, Chef, do y'all have a chocolate milk? Yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. This is man. Look at this. Is this showing up on the camera? Hold on. Let's see this. Good night. Look at that. This is what they're known for over here at the Texan, man. You can come in.
A full-grown chicken fried steak.
Look at that, man. Boy, that's a good one, isn't it, buddy? Look at that little egg over here. What is this? That's some sort of like a. Man, people are gonna have to come in here and come check this out. What is this right here, Billy? Is that like a?
That's a haystack.
Oh, look at that, man. Good night. Well, that's going to be getting in my belly here before we're going to wrap this show up pretty quick.
We're not strong enough to make it on our own.
Yeah. No, I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back to Joshua Mashi. We were on social media, stuff pops up on those feeds all the time, and man, they call it doom scrolling. Now you can become a victim of that, just sitting there at night flipping through videos, right? You ever just get wrapped up and all of a sudden 30 minutes is gone?
Yeah. No.
If you ever see Billy looking down on his phone, that's what he's doing in the middle of the show. By the way,
that or I'm reading the comments that y'all have commented in because I can't see all the way over to that one.
We have that new TV now.
That's made it nicer, but
we don't have it today.
Maybe you should have got a couple inches larger.
Yeah, we're on limited budget. We're at a limited. What did Rick say?
He's offering to eat that.
No, Rick. You can look at it. You can feel free to take a look and just kind of take it in with your visually if you want to. That'll be fine.
Hey, do you eat ketchup on your hash
browns? Yes, I do.
I do too.
Yep, and I'll even put a little bit on here, man.
No, no.
You know what I'll put on that bad boy? I'll put that. What do they call that? The Cholula. I'll put Cholula on that bad boy. I'll drench it in Cholula, man. But no, so going back to Josh, we were scrolling, and all of a sudden this video comes up of this guy at a church, and I guess there was somebody yelling and screaming at his church. And apparently 4 years ago, this same guy came and yelled and screamed, and it was some guy that was quote-unquote prophesying, all right? And so he goes, are you the same brother that was here for it? He goes, I know who you are. We kicked you out. We're about to kick you out again if you don't be quiet, because he's just sitting there rambling on, all right? And he kept going, and he told his guys, he goes, all right, come over here. So all the deacons, I guess, of the church come up around him. This guy's still rambling on, and he's trying to overtalk this preacher. And anyways, he said something about, 4 years ago you told us that all of us were going to die. And he goes, well, guess what? We just had our meeting, and not only did nobody, he said, not only nobody died, in fact, we grew more people. And then there was the choir in the background, and they were playing the organ like da-da-da-da-da-da, and they said, get this guy out of here. And as he walks off, they're playing. It's like a walk-off song. So what I've done, Billy, is that organ is now part of our show. And if you hear something good on the show, you're going to get this right here. You ready for this, Billy? You're going to get a little bit of this right here. They were playing this as that guy got kicked out of the church. And then here's your final one. You have to see the whole video. If you see the video.
I'm just assuming now it's a very soulful church.
Oh, yeah, it is. But it was just that as this guy's getting told to leave, the pastor didn't cue the band to do anything, and they're sitting here going, and they're playing all this organ music as he gets kicked out of the church.
Sometimes everybody just syncs up,
Oh, man. Well, it is fun. I wanted to say real quick, I wanted to reflect on these last 600 episodes. I wanted to take a moment to do that. Billy, we've had
I remember my first episode.
Do you really? Well, what was it? Because I don't remember the first one with you.
We were over at Paul Oley's place, and you had that little the Huntsville Hornet helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And I was playing with that.
Somebody jacked that thing.
Oh, man, I was so nervous. God, I was nervous.
Were you really?
Yeah. And then I just started rambling on about stuff, and it's been downhill ever since.
I think the second episode's maybe when we introduced Brett. You remember that? That was
a good one. Hated it.
Look, Tiffany's trying not. Tiffany's trying not to get into the camera over here. She doesn't like camera time.
A pretty lady scared of a camera.
I know. We appreciate Tiffany, her husband Ken. They're great folks, and Tiffany's been over here. She's been rocking and rolling and doing so many great things here. And
look, that is honest to God real chocolate milk.
Look, what do they call that in wine when you got the legs on the glass?
It's got legs.
Well, look at that. Look at those chocolate legs.
Don't swing that around; it'll come out.
Hey, look at them chocolate legs on that bad boy, man. That's when you know it's good, right? When's the last time? When's the last time you had a nice cold glass of chocolate milk?
I've had muscle milk.
Well, brother,
that's too long.
I didn't remember that. I didn't know.
I remember because Greg did the very first show.
I remember.
And I have had the responsibility thereafter to do the shows.
Did he just come to you and say, like, hey, you're doing this from now on, or what was it like?
Oh, no, we were going to take turns. Take turns.
Hey, Greg, turns around.
Oh, yeah, he turned. He turned and left it for me. And then he's all the time, well, won't you see if Judith or Carrie or somebody? Nope. They're scared to death to talk in front of that there camera machine.
We did get Judith on the background. You remember that one day?
Yeah, and you got Miss Belinda by accident one time when we were having to. We were
doing remote. Yeah. We've had, we've been so blessed, Billy, and I want to take it like a semi-serious tone.
Oh, excuse me, I'll step out of the way.
No, but we've been really blessed, and it's our desire. I know that sometimes things kind of drag on, but I'm going to tell you, we've had the privilege and the opportunity to promote so much good here in our community. We have talked to so many different nonprofits. I remember when we came on, Billy, somebody said there's no way you're going to be able to keep this thing going because there's just not enough nonprofits in Huntsville. There's not enough people to talk to. And
apparently they ain't never counted the nonprofits.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, and by the grace of the good Lord, man, we've been able to stay on. It's because of our audience. And, and even here this morning, we see some of our faithful audience that is here today. Jamie Saucier, who we just think the world of.
Out there?
Taking pictures he's taking pictures of Cactus Jack's fine work out there.
Look, here he comes. Here he comes.
Landscaping.
There he is.
But no, we really have. We've had an opportunity to highlight well over 300 nonprofits throughout this area. It doesn't seem like it, but we have. We've been able to bring on quite a few guests and promote the good that they're doing here in the community. And then not just the nonprofits and those, but you think about the commercial folks too that have businesses here in town. We've been able to help promote and raise awareness. And when we get on and we have a whole segment about a place like Mr. Pete's Barbecue, I want to be very open and honest that it's our dream and desire to promote all business here. Now, obviously, some businesses pay. You guys do. Y'all are foundation support at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we appreciate the foundation support of so many. Kay and Rick are here from Tomorrow's Promise. Terry Coleman's here. She does our real estate expert guide that we have. Jackie Holtzman's here. We've helped promote their building out there. But, Billy, I think about that.
Kyle's here, too. But
Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer. Kyle's always hanging out with us, man. And I think about just
in-studio technician.
Well, I think about the friendships that we've made, and I think about, through Kyle. If we would never had the show, I would never got to know Kyle. I mean, I knew a little bit because, Rachel used to work at the school where our children go at Tomorrow's Promise. But then folks like Jamie, and I asked Jamie Saucier, I said, how'd you find us? He said it popped up on my Facebook one day. And, and he's been tuning in almost every episode since.
And been a very big supporter of what we're doing. So.
He has, man. And you know what you said one time, Billy, that stuck with me? You used the word family.
Yeah.
You said it's a and I really do believe that it has became a family here on this program, and we've been able to reach so many new people. Elle Turpining's joining us there out of New Waverly.
And people got to realize what family is. It's not just a person you buy a Christmas present for. Your family.
Well, I don't even do that for my family.
Well, Jacqueline handles all that. But family are the people that don't have to love you but do. And you can have family everywhere,
Folks like Christine Mitchell who are joining us this morning. Kelly Cruz congratulating us this morning. These are all friends that we've met.
Why is Kyle commenting when he's sitting in front of us?
Because he's a supporter. As a supporter, that's what he does.
So he says it and types it.
Yeah, he says it and he types it. But Autumn Wheaton, who has been with us.
Oh, yeah, sweet lady.
Tara Burnett, Tara Burnett's the heart of Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
We just love her and Roger and appreciate them. The Horn family, Richard and Linda. See, these are all great friendships that we have.
Miss Linda, I still have your Tupperware.
He's got the Tupperware, so he's bringing it back.
One day.
But that relationship, just a perfect example. They like to come and eat with us from time to time when we get to go do that, Richard and Linda. And I got to know Richard, and man, when I look at a guy like Richard, I think of a man's man. Like, I want to be like that. I want to be like Richard when I get older. I want to be strong in what I believe about our country, and I just want to be there and support and don't put up with any bull.
Yeah, he is never at a loss for something to tell you.
And I've learned so much of just being around him and talking to him, and a man who's faithfully served our country. We would have never got to meet these people if it wasn't for doing this show. I think of Jennifer Augustinetti, who chimes in and always brings positive comments in the morning. You know, she was when we had our very first Rays of Hope 3 years ago, she was the first one there. Mm-hmm. We didn't open it until 7, and she showed up at 6:45 ready to roll. It's so many good people. Phyllis Dillard, who has been with us. Quentin Glaze, never even met him, but he's a friend. Never met Quentin. We're going to meet you one of these days, buddy. But Quentin's been joining us. You know who I haven't seen on? I know he's been going through a lot, but a guy that I miss, Music Man.
He chimes in. I saw him at I saw him somewhere. We talked to him because I saw him like 2 or 3 times in a row, like over the course of a day or two. Because I always pick on him because like he doesn't see me coming, I'd be like, "Hey, what about this?" You know, and we're just good friends.
He's the first one to ever won $100 from us on the show. I mean, I have Chris won $100 bill. I said, "Brother, you work at a bank, man. Just go ask him for the money."
Yeah. So just pull one out the drawer. They got him.
I had to pay him, but we kept our word, and then friends too, like Steph Valley and Scott Valley over at Magnolia Kennel, and also Pop's Wood Shop. You know, these are folks that I love seeing every morning, and then we see new people that'll chime in and join And, you know, we just want to continue to promote the good. There is so much happening. And with more growth, that's going to continue to happen here in Huntsville. The growth has been through the roof, man. I heard the other day, and when I hear these numbers, I got to kind of think. Someone said like 15,000 homes are coming in to New Waverly. I think maybe they meant 1,500. But if they said 15,000, maybe they're right.
Maybe.
Because that area is blowing up, you know, and all of that is moving here to Huntsville. But I'll ask you real quick. I mean, I know we've been able to hang out and have fun, but, you know, 600 episodes into it, almost 3 years, man. What have you enjoyed most about, or maybe what have you not enjoyed? No, I'm just kidding. What have you enjoyed about it, man?
I enjoyed picking on you because we're late every Friday.
No, we're on time. We're on time. We were on time this morning.
Yeah, but not our time zone. God, what?
Well, nothing, not much
No,
really. I'm paid to be here.
No, I'm not paid to be here. That's half the doggone problem. Well, we'll take turns, Greg. Take turns.
Well,
he took the first, and I've taken the other, however many.
Well, Friday, you know, every day I enjoy every day, but Fridays are always a special day for me, man.
And I love just coming and jabberjawing. Now, so he's a player. Was a player.
Like
football player.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like one of those that don't crush a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of players.
We don't want no scrubs.
No diggity. You better back it up.
No, I enjoy this because my job is very serious, and when I'm behind this little camera and with this disintegrating headset on, I get to just kind of be me, and you can just have me. You got to know me, you know. So there you go.
Well, I think, man, I've always considered you a friend, but I feel like
he gets to wear his Nikes today.
I feel like you and I became closer friends through this too, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I appreciate you, Billy, man. You've meant a lot to me, and all of you that are joining us and have been a part of this program has meant so much to us. And you know, we've gotten to connect. We had Vance Howard on the program. Look at the work that he's done here in Huntsville, starting the Cafe TEXAN. They run it as a nonprofit. You know, after their operating cost above and beyond goes to local charities here in Huntsville. But the revitalization of downtown from his vision of let's reimagine the Cafe TEXAN, put a museum on the side, and this has turned into a destination now for visitors as they come off 40. We wanted to get people off 45 and get them downtown, and that's working. Friends like Pam Oliver with Huntsville DBA, who have worked so hard to build up the downtown area. Man, one of these days I just need to sit down when I have free time, which I never do, but just write a list of all the people who have been, and I'm going to leave out a ton of people, but I'd love just to sit down and start writing down folks who have been on this that we could put on the website and just, you know, keep it up there. It'd be awesome. Well, hey, a couple of final things. We always like to talk about what it's this day of, and
what today is.
Can somebody explain to me how the Johnny Appleseed thing started with a pan on his head? Because, you know, as a kid, you always had that image of him, but I don't think he wore a pan on his head, did he?
I didn't really know the fella.
Well, it was on this date in 1774.
Here come another one.
I'm telling you,
he got his playbook in his hand.
Oh, there's a convention going on.
Yeah, it's an athletic something.
Yeah, there's something brewing. Well, it was 1774 when he was born, so that would explain why.
Oh, yeah,
Billy.
I didn't get here till 1980.
He traveled all over the country. Just read it like this.
Yeah, I did that a little bit when I was younger.
I can't read that because the way it's written.
Anyway, so he was throwing seeds out. And
he's scattering it everywhere all over the country.
Born John Chapman Appleseed. Oh, no, there's a comma there.
Yeah.
Okay, his name's John Chapman.
Never knew that one.
Yeah.
Considered an American pioneer and legend who planted apple seeds on the Ohio River Valley. So there you go.
I don't believe in all that.
I just like that part where he scattered it everywhere. Thomas Jefferson appointed the first Secretary of State. Didn't know that, man. I thought he was just the president. Had no idea he was something else. Pretty cool there too. These are always Levi Strauss. You ever wear Levi? Are you back into jeans every once in a while?
Yeah.
It's been a while. You wore one on a Friday.
You remember last week when I was talking about my good clothes, my heel figure shirt with the buttons and the blue?
Yeah.
They were Levi 501s.
Oh, okay.
The button fly.
Are they still doing that?
I don't know.
Wait, the button ones? I thought that was women.
No, men had button flies. They were
Really?
Levi's 501s, I think.
And the men had those. I guess there was like a different. We're pretty close, but man.
Let's just juggle it.
Well, anyways, Levi Strauss, 1902. He was the richest maker of pants. Died at 73. That was a long time back then. You know, you hear now, folks, the average age, I think, is somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, there they are. They still got them.
Don't say I was wearing
Boy,
girl
look at the
jeans.
rating. 4.5 stars, almost over 17,000 Amazon.
Oh,
reviews.
the button flies are cool until you got to go to the bathroom real fast.
How many are there? Like 6 or 7?
I think there's 5 total.
Good night. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Today is National Compliance. You remember that movie, Compliance, The Navigator? In the 80s?
Yeah.
It's National Compliance Officer Day, National Situational Awareness Day. This would have been a good day to have Jason Tom. Oh, and today is our day, buddy. It's you. This is another memory that I have that I'm so thankful for. You, Garrick, Rick, and I. It's National Dumpling Day today. The dumpling game.
It's our day.
It's our day. Rick's over there. He's not even paying attention.
Never.
But it's our day today.
Look, he don't even know where he's at.
No, he has no clue. He's zoned out over there. By the way, big thanks to Rick and Kay. Tomorrow's Promise. They bought us a happy 600th episode cake that they brought into us today.
Because they know I can't eat it.
It's National Pancake Day, National Johnny Appleseed Day. And how about old Shamu? You remember Shamu the well? Mm-hmm. Do they name all of them Shamu, or is there just one that was ever named Shamu?
I don't know the answer to that.
And is Shamu still alive? He certainly can't be.
I don't hang out with the guy like I used to.
Hold on. I got to see this real quick here. I got to see this. Because today is National Shamu the Well Day. Nope. Boy, that thing only lived 10 years, 61 to 71. But there's been other ones I've heard at SeaWorld. Come see Shamu. Remember that?
Yes, I mean, I do remember that.
Did you ever go to SeaWorld growing up, San Antonio, SeaWorld?
No, I want to say we did like the Temu version of SeaWorld in Galveston one time.
Temu version of
Yeah.
it. I've always I want to go back to that Kemah Boardwalk.
We was po'.
But, dude, everything's so expensive nowadays. You know, Bridget and I were blessed with tickets to the Astros game on this past Sunday night. And I was really excited about going. And so we went. But here's the trouble. I don't want to sound like I'm a bad dad or not a family guy. See, you've inspired me to be more of a family guy. You're just kind of that all-American family guy, Billy. I mean that. You are. You are. I promise you are. But I just didn't want to go because I don't feel good anymore. I don't feel like being around a bunch of people, and it's a lot of energy that you have to expunge going to a game.
Oh, I feel the same way.
I just want to stay at home.
I'll do whatever you want to do, but if we got to be around a bunch of people, I just don't want to do it.
I tried to stay positive, but I'm telling you, man, there were so many people, and the atmosphere was different because this was, after everything that happened over the last couple of weeks, there was no rowdiness. Everybody was pretty friendly, but we were given the tickets. And they were pretty good seats. They're like 30 rows up, and we were on third base. It was a nice seat.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. You got to pay to park. Mm-hmm. Then when you eat, the food alone was $100 just to get two different things. And then the parking, I went to a parking garage. It was only $25, but you had to walk 10 minutes. Not bad. But with two little ones, it became bad.
Yeah, that's like an hour with little ones.
So on the way back, they have those guys on the bikes. And here's something else that really irked me. They don't pedal them anymore. They're electric. Back in the day, those guys would pedal those bikes. Not anymore. So I paid that dude another $25 to take us back so we didn't have to walk after the game. So there was $50
You're
there.
You're mad because that dude's simplifying his job.
But yeah, well, his tip's going to go down.
Are you mad if your carpenter shows up with a skill saw instead of a hand saw?
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm like, man, y'all need to honor
this thing. He gets a nail
thing.
gun instead of a regular hammer.
I got mad. Hire the Amish.
Paul, get over it.
I'm like, I said, brother, what do you charge? He goes, well, you just pay me whatever you feel like you should pay me. So that was good. There wasn't a set rate.
That's a trap, though.
But I was thinking like $30. That was a good. I would give him like $30 to take us down the road or whatever. That was a good, fair thing. But then as soon as he hit that motor, I was like, nah, I dropped it down $10, man.
Rob, you don't know.
I took it down $10 because of that, man. So, but anyways, well, we want to thank all of you. We're going to wrap it up here. Big thank you again to Tiffany Gobble and Vance Howard here at Cafe Texan. We appreciate them very much. What a great meal. I'm about to dig into this. That's why I want to wrap it up. It's getting cold, and that air is blowing the table.
Yes, they do have very good air conditioning here.
Have you noticed, too, these tables weigh a good 50 to 100
They're
pounds
like
apiece?
Concrete or something.
Well, it's.
She's not a coach.
No, definitely not a coach. But anyways, thank you, Billy. 600 fun times we've been able to do this, and you've been here for a fifth of them.
Now, hang on, I was going to do the math.
I knew you were, man. I know you well enough that you're going to do the math. So if you take that and divide it by 5, that's where we're at, man. While Billy's doing that,
120 times I've got on here and spread useless information to y'all.
Great information.
Excuse me, that would be 119 times that I've done that.
Great information, Billy.
Yes.
So thank you. Well, friends, that'll wrap it up. Hey, I always encourage folks, find a church to get plugged into on Sunday. I'm over at First. Billy's over at Christ the King. I love y'all's pastor, Reverend Jeff Powers. I mention him every Friday, but I love that man.
Yeah, he's something else.
He's down to earth. You ever feel like you can just joke with him however you want?
I do. Like if he'll send me a text message, I won't just respond yes or no, sir, whatever. I come back at him with both barrels. And what's amazing is just as soon as I can fire it off, I get a response back from him that's not like, hey, don't speak to me that way. It's him turning around whatever I said and aiming it back at me. So, yeah, he's pretty doggone good.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I know this is kind of – can you see that right there? That's just a quick note that I left for you. But, so.
Yeah, if he's got both of them.
Yeah, so. Well, all right. Well, that'll wrap it up.
I'm seeing one that one barrel could probably handle.
Yeah. So. Well, that'll wrap it up. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, and thank y'all for your support. Again, a big appreciate to Cafe Texan today and also Rick and Kay Boney. They brought us that cake. I'm going to take that thing back to church. We're about to dig into that. But for you, real quick before we go, what do you got lined up today, man? Y'all got any services at Sam Houston Memorial? I know we joke around a lot, but y'all got a lot going on.
We're preparing for a service tomorrow, and I don't know if we're publicly announcing this yet. We've got a new fleet of cars because we believe in keeping the very best for our customers. We don't let something wear out. We keep it updated. So we got a new fleet of cars. So today I will be instructing Jason what to do, because I can't really help him.
Are y'all champagning those, or they?
No, we're making some changes.
Okay.
It's the Cauthen era of the Sam Houston Funeral Home. So we're I tell you what, I'm not going to tell you. Y'all just keep an eye out for us.
Keep an eye. That's a teaser that you've put out there.
It's a teaser.
We need to have one of those.
But I guarantee you, we're going to be the sharpest firm within 100 miles. Y'all just watch out.
All right. Well, there it is. Well, hey, get your pre-planning done. Go online, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, SHMFH.com. And there's a simple link there. Get that pre-planning done and take care of your family. Friends, thank y'all.
I came up with another one. We got to, if you feel ill, call Bill. Yeah. Don't be silly. Go get Billy. There you go.
Hey, have you been jamming to that song, too, that we made for you?
Just a couple times. I tend to forget. I sent it to Greg. He thought it was the greatest thing ever. We need to tweak some stuff, and I think it needs to go on the IG Liggins show.
Okay.
All right.
We can make that happen, and it's super easy to do. We can get that on there really easy. So not a big deal.
I love it, man. I mean, I can see it. I got up there with the robes.
Yeah, we could have it up there for you.
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Big thanks to everybody for many came out today. A lot of people joining us online, and thank y'all for sharing it. And we'll continue doing this. We'll be back at it Monday, back at our studio downtown at FBC, so come and be a part of it. And we'll continue to promote and celebrate the good. The Hornets were off last week. They're back in action tonight.
Homecoming.
Yeah, did you go to the parade last night? No, couldn't.
My family did.
Well, you're here to this.
Yeah, it's a little easier to sit here than it is to stand there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody want to give you a hug when your arm in a sling.
Yeah, and pat you on the back and bump your elbow when you sit down. Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back at it Monday, so come join us 7:30. Hey, go to our website, too. We got a lot of stories popping up on our website, and we appreciate Jackie Holtzman as well from Cauthen Homes for hanging out with us. For Billy Cauthen, I'm Rob Pitt. Big thank you again to Cafe Texan and everyone for supporting us over 600 episodes. That'll wrap it up here. And as I end every show, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there this morning needs you. Until next time, good morning and God bless. We'll see you back 7:30 on Monday. See you, Billy.
Let's play them out.